I'm curious, Jeffrey, in your case with this character, obviously there was a moment later in the season where everything shifts. Yeah, but I'm curious, how much did you know going in? Were you told about that shift, or is that something you found out over the course of the season in reading a script and said, oh gosh, I'm not who I thought I was?
I found out that morning that, I showed up to shoot the scene.
What?
No.
But some people prefer that.
Yeah. I don't think it would have been possible with this, because, I think what's interesting about the show is that there was this big reveal, but if you look back at the previous episodes, you'll see these breadcrumbs that are now more fluorescent, that were already there, but were just very subtle hints at where it was going.
Consciousness isn't a journey upward, but a journey inward. Not a pyramid, but a maze. Every choice could bring you closer to the center, or send you spiraling to the edges, to madness. Do you understand now, Dolores, what the center represents? Whose voice I've been wanting you to hear?
I didn't know when we shot the pilot.
You did not.
I'll be very careful. I haven't quite caught up with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, but I was, when we came back to go into full production, Lisa Joy pulled me aside and said, Bernard's, incredibly articulate woman who stumbled around for like 20, 30 seconds. He's very complicated. How do I say this? And then she dropped it on me. Yeah. I mean, I found actually kind of a fantastic release that's like, kind of changed my life in many ways. Working out here on Westworld, I live in New York. Yeah. My kids are there. They're older now, so they allow me to go away a bit more. They're 15 and 11, to go away a bit more than I have in the past. It was also kind of arranged that I would be on, week off, so I could get back. So I was flying back and forth. But when I was here, I found the ocean here, and I finally discovered the singular advantage of Los Angeles over New York is the ocean. So when I wasn't working, I was staying up in Santa Clarita where we shot, and I'd go straight to the ocean and surf and get in the waves and just be cleansed and away from it all. And not that it was a necessary escape, but I just found it clarifying, revitalizing, all these things, and then I'd go back home to my kids and do that. But that's become my thing. So when even if I'm in the middle of Indiana, I'm finding the nearest ocean.
Did you learn to surf for the girls' role?
I want to say one more thing though. Just my kids, going back to kids, and they do ask. They do demand everything of us. But my son said something to me before I went to do this movie, because I've done a few things since we finished Westworld. And when I left for this, I said, I got to go back, away again. And I go, I'll be back when I can on weekends. But he said, okay. He said, make it count. Oh. And it was like, and so, I have like, sometimes I have like mantras that I drop in before I do something, just to kind of, get my head together. It's become one of my mantras.
Sure.
Before take.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's funny that we, mentioned comedy. All mentioned comedy, because I think for me as well. I mean, if there's like, if I think of like a favorite show, and it's much more difficult now, as you say, because back then we were all watching the same things, but it was Sanford and Son.
Oh, I was about to say Norman Lear.
And it was because, Norman Lear, yes, but because I think Red Fox was one of the greatest performers that TV has seen.
All in the Family. I was just on the same level. Like,
for sure.
For
sure.
Hey, it's Billy Bob Thornton.
I'm Jeffrey Wright.
Hi, I'm John Lithgow.
Hi, I'm Riz Ahmed.
Hi, I'm Ewan McGregor, and thanks for watching The Hollywood Reporter on YouTube.
Thanks for watching The Roundtable on Hollywood Reporter, YouTube style. thing.